It's so easy for people to just meet. You underestimate how you can just walk into a place and meet somebody, or talk to somebody at your workplace, start conversations, start meeting them. For me and Arianna, I've loved her since we really encountered a few months ago, when our spirits joined in the spirit world. Yes, there is a spirit world, and yes, you have a soul that resides there. And when we first met, our spirits danced. Our spirits were elated, overjoyed. And to this day, people are still trying to keep us apart. People are still trying to keep us out of contact. And it's not right. Like I say, you're coming in between the family that could have started months ago. But because of certain people, they're keeping us apart. And it's not my choice. If it was my choice, I'd wake up with Arianna every day. Every day. I would, no second thoughts about it. I would talk to her all through the day. I'd annoy her. I'd bug her all through the day. I'd be the most annoying person, probably. Maybe that's why they're trying to keep us apart. They know how annoying I would be to her. And this story that I've left, that I don't speak to her, I'm not allowed. Like, I can't reply to comments on her videos, except a few maybe, but then I'm not even sure if it's her videos. There's so many videos being produced now, like, I don't know how she finds the time to make that many videos. And at the same time, you know, I'm stuck in here. I'm stuck in this asylum, yeah? And I have to do my best to try and get out of here. I have to try and do my best to help my work carry on while I'm in here, to prepare for my life after I'm out of here. I don't want this place to stop my life, and I have to work extra hard. I have to work extra hard to try and get work done here. I don't get proper internet. I don't get proper USB cables to power my equipment. I'm not allowed to have proper power supplies. I have to take drugs several times a day. And besides being biologically, physically limited, there are all these people that are controlling my space, my movement, my direction, and they're basically operating out of fear and envy. And it's not my choice that I'm not with Arianna. If it was my choice, I would be with Arianna. And even if some of you say like she's not well, I'm the greatest healer on the planet. Do you get it? I mean, why would the greatest healer on the planet and the one that loves her not be allowed to be with her, not be allowed to help her? Fill her head with so much doubt. You know, why? People are trying to exhaust our love. They're trying to distort our communications. And I'm not out of love with her. I've never been out of love with her. Why am I so in love with her? Because I fully appreciate everything that she's been through, how she struggled, and why she puts on these masks. I have an idea of who she is behind her masks. And so what's like all these people that fell coming after her, that left their own partners. They weren't sincere. They weren't sincere partners to the people that they were married to. They weren't sincere people to Arianna. You know, they were just weak people. So let it be known that they're weak people. You know, am I going to care for them? That's their choice. That's how they chose to live. That's how they poorly chose their values, their morals, their ethics. And as for what she's done to me, you know, I take that as a communication as to all that she's been through, all the trauma that she's been put through, all the demands that's been expected upon her, all the manipulations and coercions placed upon her. And I see her for who she is. She was, yes, in some ways she has chosen this, but in another way she didn't have much choice because she was faced with violence. Just like in this ward, fierce violence. You know, if she didn't comply. So, for the sake of peace, for what seemed like the best way out, she lived as she did. She played the games as she saw fit. They say you playing games. Yeah, so she wounded people who weren't fit. They asked for it. She played it. I don't have any sympathy for them. It's you bunch of weak people out there that are going to sympathize for the weak people. She's a strong person. She's an imaginative person. She has so many stories to tell. And maybe you're all very scared of the story she's going to tell. The truth she's going to be able to tell. You know, she has got through so much nonsense and rubbish. And the main difference between her and me is that I wasn't allowed to succeed. I was considered so powerful that I wasn't allowed any type of success. She, on the other hand, she was used, manipulated, because it was seen that money could easily be made out of her because she's beautiful, she's radiant. And it's not like I'm not beautiful or radiant, but I only appeal to, say, the top 1% of kind and intelligent people on the planet. Everybody else is jealous, envious, or just very confused and don't really meet my standards for socialization. That is, you know, there's a drive within me to become the best me, regardless of what anybody else thinks of me. And it took me a long time to realize that, to love myself, to break away from all the nonsense and madness that the family I grew up in all believed in. And it's all corrupt stuff. It's all disease stuff. If you look at them all, you'll see how diseased they all are. I've got no qualms calling them out for how diseased their minds and bodies are. It is what it is. And they dare come to me and tell me I'm not well. That's the kind of topsy-turvy world you live in, that I have to live in. And it does. For a while, it did make me mad how easy it was for everybody else to make a living, to get their accolades, and how hard I had to be, how hard I had to work at my life, at my purpose, to get noticed, to get recognized. And it turns out that I'm not for everyone. I'm only for the top 1% that really are serious about their life, about having a better world, who care about animals. You know, I'm a great equalizer. I'm a very fair person. I'm a very honest person. I'm brutal with my honesty. I don't have time to waste. You know, with people that I know insist on lying to themselves and lying to other people. Why would I waste time with them if I know that's their choice? I'd engage with anyone and everyone once I clock. This one definitely doesn't want to be honest about himself in this way. You know? Have some of you clocked that? You can tell when someone's not being honest with himself, not being honest with other people, and you realize there's no point in talking to these people. I mean, maybe you need to be in the top 10% of people to really be on that wavelength, and for the rest of the 90% of you, I don't give a damn. I offer teachings and lessons for everyone, and at any point, you know, the other 90% could wake up and start recognizing the value of my work, and I'll be happy that, you know, you're going to start genuinely caring for yourself, genuinely start caring for others, other animals. But until then, you know, you're letting yourself down, you're betraying other people, you're betraying animals, you're betraying the planet. I haven't got time to console people or to overspend my energy and time with these people. Where does it go? It goes absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I'm not just a generational curse breaker, I'm just like a low vibration curse breaker. I did it for myself. I did it for my within this family unit, and I don't want to continue into my family with Arianna. I don't want to continue it with my children. I don't want that family that abused me, that excluded me, that normalized the exclusion of me, to be near my children. They haven't earned the right. And why would I want to corrupt them in a similar way as to them? Why would I want their beliefs put upon them? It doesn't make any sense to somebody who is honest and passionate as myself. And not everybody's gonna get this, and I don't mind, I don't care, but I do care that one person does fully comprehend that I have never stopped loving them. That I always hold space for them. That I wish them the best healing, the fastest healing. I think that is with me. I know she has some things to work on, but she's at a point of honesty and integrity that I think is a fine place to be starting. I mean, I know I had a relationship with somebody and we began a journey of chanting and being vegan together and healing our working lives, starting businesses together, like working for nightclubs. I was DJing, she was decorating, I was helping with decorations, doing artwork, and I was helping her with her children. I've got so much love to give, but you know, show me someone to love. Show me somebody to love. There's one person in this world who really deserves my love. Show her to me. Stop playing around. Like I say, you're coming in between a family. You don't have the right. You wouldn't like it if you were torn away from your family, divided, forced into division, expected to communicate in signs and signals only all the time, without ever being able to touch each other or hear each other's voice. It's terrible what you're all doing, because you're small people living in fear of the immense chaos that the two of us are going to bring once we're together. It's going to be good chaos. It's going to be chaos, good chaos, enough to shatter the madness on this planet, the manipulations. And that's why they're keeping us apart. So hashtag bring Don and Ari together. Or it's too long, isn't it? Hashtag Don and Ari are one. Or hashtag divine partnerships forever. Still too long. I don't know. Or Don and Ari forever. Okay? Now. I don't know what the hashtags are, but that's the message. Yeah. I mean, there's so much that I wouldn't necessarily have to do if me and Ari started working together. But I had to start from basics. I'm starting with pens and pencils and a minimal equipment, minimal support, no support from anyone. But the impact I have is unquestionable. It's phenomenal. How lives change. How people just suddenly start glowing up. How people break generational curses. Who break the curses from their social environments, from their governments. It's phenomenal, the impact I can have. I'm doing it with a pencil. Much love to everyone. I wish you all the best on your self-love and self-care journey, on your ascension. And perhaps your eventual mastery to help others. Bless. Bless everyone, indeed. Bless everyone.